Hello there, and welcome to Your Opinion Sucks, the podcast where a bunch of London-based students come and sit down and have a little chitty chat about movies and TV and stuff.
And pussy!
Mostly pussy.
And
Sorry.
pussy. And, you ruined the surprise. I was about to say that for the second week in a row, we have a very special guest. Please welcome Mr. Laurence.
Well done.
Hi, Laurence.
Hi guys, I've never actually. I'm so, fucking sorry, I already fucked it up. I'm so excited to be here.
How are you feeling?
Can you edit this out later?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, guys. Thanks.
So, I am Harry Fleming. I am joined by Laurence.
Welcome
And
Hi, I'm Nathan Bauer. I'm feeling pretty low this week because I'm separate from everyone else. I'm in Kai's. Kai is out watching Harry Potter, the play.
A big round of applause to Kai for being brave enough to buy tickets to The Cursed Child.
Well done.
It's
But
terrible.
guys, hang on. I don't mean to bring up the elephant in the room, but there is
Well, that's a bit harsh.
there's someone new sitting on the table.
welcome, Garrett. How are you doing?
Hi. Kill me.
Oh, yeah, that was a good
That
answer.
was
very
actually
good.
quite a
Fun.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were about one silencing Harry away from being Garrett.
Welcome, Scott Archer, to the podcast.
Good
Hey.
morrow. Hello, everyone.
Scott, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm
What's your
very
name and where you
important.
calling
Maybe
from?
I can get some sound bites up.
You really don't have to.
Yeah. I'm Scott. I'm a pretty fucking big deal. I come from Southampton. If you didn't know, my phone is going off mad because I'm super duper popular. And that's about it. It's a pleasure to finally be on your European Sucks. And
Yes,
and,
that's
That's the title.
yeah, and after I'm a big fan, and it's good to be sitting here in the hot seat. So
Are
to
you
speak.
one of our One day we're gonna stop having guests as our fans. Do you know what I mean? Like, one day, oh, thanks.
So, Garrett has been
I'm sorry.
Garrett has been replaced with a bunch of people that want to interrupt me. Oh, good.
Yes. So you and Scott actually live together,
Yes.
along with Garrett, in
Yeah.
a place called The Dwelling.
Yes.
Now, The Dwelling is a very exciting place from what it sounds like. Talk us through some of the shenanigans you boys get up to there.
It's,
If you can.
yeah,
You look very nervous right now.
It's what can be only described as an anomaly on the face of the earth. We've now become what we can only assume amongst our friends as a brand, or
I
like
feel
a
that.
term. There's like, you get doctors, you get professors, you get dwellers,
And lawyers, of course.
and lawyers, yeah, and but more importantly, dwellers. We're looking to, in a couple of years' time.
Are you going to register the trademark for?
Oh yeah, I'm going to be known as Dwell Scott Archer, of course, Dwell Harry Fleming.
And
of
what
course.
is it, Scott and Harry? The question is open to you also. What is it that the dwellers do?
So a big part of our life is the Dwellers Cup, where the four of us, myself, Scott, Garrett, and our flatmate Alex, we do different challenges over the Dwellers Cup, which is just a dog bowl stuck on top of a candlestick, and we video it, and we put it on Facebook for our fan group, which is us and like 4 other people.
And
I think
the
it's-
main man is the current champion. Just saying.
You're the current champion.
He's king of the
Yeah.
dwelling.
Wow.
That's fantastic. What kind of perks does the king of the dwelling,
Hold on, Scott. Can you just say you're king of the champion? You're the dweller, whatever. Just one more time.
I'm king of the dwelling, king champion dweller.
Oh, good for you. And how was it?
It was all right, thank you.
Thank you, Christian Bale. Thank you very much.
Why do we give Nathan this power?
I'm having a lot of fun in here.
Kai,
actually.
Kai, if you actually listen to this, please don't ever learn how to do any of this, and then we'll get on a lot smoother.
Yeah, I need to soundboard.
Anyway,
Okay, I need to bring this up because do you guys know Rooster Teeth?
Rooster
I've heard
Teeth.
of them, and then it was like some gaming thing.
Yeah. So the Rooster Teeth podcast,
Yes.
they are fairly famous, and on it they have Gavin Free from the Slow Mo guys, and he's notorious for wearing his headphones the wrong way. Out of every podcast we've done, I've seen your headphones, and they are constantly on the wrong way.
Mm-hmm. Are they on the wrong way now?
Yes.
Right. The thing is, Harry.
Am I
Oh
on
shit,
the
they're
wrong
not.
way?
No, the thing is they're not, because I've actually been waiting for this, because I saw you clock my headphones last week and this week, and I prepped for it, and I put them on the right way round, which only leaves me to do one thing for you right now, and that's hit you with one of those. And with that, Harry's off. That'll teach him to try and fuck with me. No, all right, enough of this. Enough.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Nathan's too powerful in that
God,
booth.
what have we turned into?
Right, guys, I can only assume that Nathan has told you about some topics that we've prepared for. Nathan, would you like to hit us up with some of them?
Yes, but Laurence, how do we always start the show? Like literally every week.
Yeah.
Go on.
Before we go into the main topic, what do we do?
What do we do?
What do we do?
I don't know, you tell me.
Motherfucking news, boys.
Motherfucking news!
That was in like the topics, I meant the news topics.
Nah.
Yeah. No, right, Harrison.
Well,
Harrison.
I swear to God, man.
Oh shit, no, wrong one.
Guys, today is actually a special podcast as well. Before we just get into this, I want to say one thing, and I don't think it got a lot of recognition yesterday, which actually was quite upsetting for me. And that was, yesterday was International Dog Boy Day, which I feel wasn't widely recognised. And I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I'm an avid supporter of being a dog boy and having the freedom to express that in any way you so please. So if we could just take a moment to say, guys, from now on, I believe it was yesterday, the 9th of March, same time every year, will be International Dog Boy Day.
Let's get some t-shirts made up.
We'll get some t-shirts for
How
next
would
year.
one go about celebrating Dog Boy Day? Like how, for Christmas.
You hug a dog, you hug
No,
a boy.
no, Nathan, no.
Yeah.
You put them together.
No, this
and
is
you
this.
hug a dog.
I'm getting so sick. I'm getting so sick and tired of the prejudice and the abuse
I don't like where this is going
I get
right now.
for just simply being a dog boy. And being a dog boy is not about doing anything, Nathan. It's as simple as being a man or a woman.
Okay.
So when you talk about being a dog boy
Yeah.
and sort of the prejudice, is it like a systematic prejudice against you, or is it just like an isolated incident?
No, basically what it is it's just from the man. You know, like when you're looked down upon from
Men or the
society.
man?
No, from the man. The G-man,
man.
the
Garrett.
the Garrett, no, Garrett's never actually been. Can we move on, please?
No, I feel like you've got yourself into a hole here, so I want to see.
Oh,
how
do you think I've got myself into a hole?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, you're probably right.
Behold the Underminer. I'm always beneath you.
The fuck up!
Well, I'll just go fuck myself then, shall I?
That was not. I couldn't get up quick enough.
To
It
be
was not
fair,
directed at you. I'm
what
sorry.
on earth are you going on about? The Underminer?
Have you guys not seen the end of The Incredibles?
Yeah,
Of
of course
I've
I
seen
have.
the
But
end.
how is this?
Oh, which
I was,
set up
I
for a
was just,
sequel.
it was a reference to holes. It made sense in my head.
Wow. No, that was because we all lost.
So-
Never mind.
Speaking of holes, do
say
you remember at
you-
the end when Zero spoke? That was mind blowing, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Who's Zero?
Zero is that little fuckhead. And then you know the one in Holes that doesn't speak because he robbed a pair of trainers, and then he was like, "I'm just gonna go fucking mute." I didn't actually rob the pair of trainers.
Oh
Some
yeah,
other
the
cunt.
little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm getting my plots confused. It was totally Shia LaBeouf that didn't rob the trainers, but it was Zero that did rob the trainers.
Wait, Shia LaBeouf robbed the trainers?
No, Shia LaBeouf was accused of robbing the trainers because Zero threw the trainers over a bridge of sorts, and it landed in Shia LaBeouf's hand. At which point he was tackled by like some fucking hench security guard.
I've not watched Holes in like 10 years, not since like year 8.
It
in
sounds
Gwen
like a
or
stupid
some
movie.
No, the thing with Holes is it's actually a
quite
metaphor
lit.
for society today.
It is.
Harry, in the sense that one should just be free to express themselves. Anyway, so the 9th of March.
Sorry.
God, this is such a smooth transition.
Sure, the 9th of March.
The 9th of March is International Dog Boy Day. Cool,
the
blimey.
fact we can hear the clicks as well,
Yeah.
really.
The aggressive
Ooh.
clicks. Nathan, I feel like
What?
we've waffled for long enough. Do you want to hit us up with the first news?
Yes, I do. Okay, so let's get into the motherfucking news, as Harry called
Motherfucking
it.
news.
Motherfucking news. Okay, so... Ooh, I'm not used to that, I'm sorry. there's a microphone just hanging in front of me and I knocked it. But yes, so yesterday, I'm sure you all saw Game of Thrones. They started a live stream on their Facebook channel.
A big block of ice, wasn't it?
A block of ice.
Big block of ice.
It was just melting, and they were like, when this melts, you can know when Game of Thrones is back. So cool. So Game of Thrones is coming back on July 16th, and there was also a little teaser.
Ooh.
Is
everyone here an avid watcher of the Thrones?
I am not.
Now,
Okay.
I've been meaning to get into it, and I watched the entire full first season, and halfway through the second, then life got in the way, and I just kind of tailed off, and I never really revisited it until I went round my friend Ansel's house. I know is that even a name?
Shout out to Ansel.
Shout out to Ansel Mold. And I went round his
Was
house.
he in The Fault in Our Stars?
Does he put the thing that has the power to kill him just here, but doesn't give it the power to kill him?
What a movie.
Actually,
made me cry a lot, to be fair.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, you should fucking grow up.
I read the book.
Anyways, and he just plonked on the last episode of the most recent season. And
Is he mad?
Yeah, I knew next to none of the characters. I had no idea what was going on, but I knew it was mind blowing. I was watching it like I have no dedication to any of these characters, and they're all just like spoilers getting killed off. I was like, fuck me.
I feel like given the Game of Thrones chat, it's appropriate to quote an old and slightly dead Sean Bean meme. One does not simply put on an episode of Game of Thrones randomly willy-nilly.
He's right, you know.
He's right, you know.
But it was still the kind of show where, like, if I exemplify Breaking Bad, if someone puts plonks on the end of Breaking Bad, you're like, eh. But if you watch the entire thing through, you're like, oh, okay. But with Game of Thrones, I had no idea who any of these people were.
Oh, it's so sad.
And I was just like, fuck, okay, wow, this is really cool. I regret, like, fucking not finishing
Game of Thrones is great, guys. And Harry, your excuse?
Yeah, why have you never got into it? Is it
I feel like
too
it's
much
something
hype?
No. I was very much like Scott. I think I watched the first 1, 2, or 3 series, or at least like halfway through the 3rd season.
You didn't finish the 3rd. That's why you didn't get into it.
Was the 3rd not that good?
No, the 3rd season is something big happens at the end.
No. It wasn't that. It wasn't like the fact I lost interest. It was the fact that my parents and I were maybe sort of pirating it over the internet. And then
not at all. No, you definitely weren't pirating it over the internet.
Yar.
Disclaimer: we don't pirate things over the internet.
We do not
Me
at
hearties.
all. And I am not at all stalling, so I can get a sound effect up.
Oh no! What is it?
Oh, it's the 5-0 fuzz.
It's the PPO.
It's
Definitely not. Sorry.
It's the filth, and they're coming for us because Harry pirates. I mean, does not pirate. Fuck.
You wouldn't steal a handbag.
Funny story. I just remember because you were talking about.
I actually actively do steal handbags, said Harry.
You talked about sort of watching Breaking Bad. I didn't watch the entire series until my family got Netflix, but then I was on a plane ride once back from like America, and I saw that
Shout out to America.
Woo. It had
I'm gonna get so many great Harry sound bites.
Oh god. And it had one episode of Breaking Bad, and I was like, oh okay, I'll take a look at this. And it took me about halfway through the episode. I was like, huh, this doesn't seem like it's an early season like episode. I wonder what season this is. And it was I think it's called Ozymandias.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Which was
that? No.
The second to last episode ever.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And I was just like, huh, who's this Hank dude? Oh, he's dead now. I'm sure he wasn't important.
Disclaimer for Breaking Bad: Hank dies.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
On that like 10-year-old show.
Disclaimer for Breaking Bad: most people die.
Yeah.
That is true. Apart from Jesse, he lived. Did Jesse live?
Jesse
Jesse
lived.
lives.
Yeah.
Jesse
Jesse
lives.
drove away screaming. In fact.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
A bit like Tom on the podcast. Am I right?
I just picture him running down the streets of Elephant and Castle. Ah!
I'm pretty sure Jesse like crashed that car and fucking died.
Yeah.
Nah, he definitely went back for Brock, man.
Do you know who the best people in Breaking Bad were? Do you remember Jesse's friends? Those two stoners?
Yeah.
Oh, Skinny Pete and
Yeah.
Badger.
And like one of them was inexplicably like a fucking amazing musician.
Yeah, I remember.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Because they was in like a music store and he was just started playing all the instruments and the pianos and he was like fucking Mozart level incredible.
Really?
Yeah, do you remember that? And then the time where he was talking about his Star Trek fan fiction as well.
Oh yeah,
I remember that. I was fucking dying.
That was a great one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of the most effective episodes of Breaking Bad I ever saw was the one where Jesse's a dealer, but he always gets held captive by the people he's dealing to, and I can't remember the episode.
Oh, it's the one with the child in it.
Yeah.
He wants to look after.
Oh shit! Yeah, with the they have the ATM machine in their house.
That's the infamous "Where's my money, bitch?"
Yeah.
episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yes, the "Where's my money, bitch" episode.
Oh,
that one.
That's what it's known
It
as
is.
the title of it.
Yeah.
It is. But anyway, I feel like we have sidetracked a touch from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it to come back. I know you guys aren't
Where's
as.
my money? Where's my money?
Nathan, one day,
Bitch.
and it's probably going to be tomorrow,
Where's my
you're going to be
money,
editing
bitch?
this, and you're going to be wondering why the fuck it's so
Where's my money?
goddamn awful, and you're going to blame
Money,
yourself.
Bitch, where's my money? Where's my money, bitch?
Yeah, probably.
Thank you for cutting it off.
I didn't. That was the end of the video.
Oh god.
I've got a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
Put your head in a bath of dissolving acid.
Throughout history, there has never been.
Shit, that messed up.
Penn and Teller.
That would have
Why
been
the
so
fuck
good.
was this guy
That
exactly?
would have
Okay,
been
so
so good.
Lawrence, why are you so excited about this
Game of
this Game of Thrones
Oh
thing?
my god.
What is this game?
My game of
Thrones?
headphones just fucked up. Ha, ban. Anyway, yeah, I'm excited for Game of Thrones to return because things I don't even want to talk about it because you guys are going to spoil it.
Well, don't
Well,
spoil
like, I'm
it.
gonna spoil it
Dance
for you
around
guys.
spoilers.
Okay, I'll
no,
dance around
won't-
spoilers because there's.
I already know the spoilers, anyways.
Okay, well, in the end of the last season, a character was recently crowned like king or queen, I should say, and
Or king.
or king.
but it was
Yeah, it was a queen though,
Yeah.
and she's a character that's in a very dangerous place right now because everything she did care about is now not a thing anymore.
Yeah. They go on.
See, I danced around it, you didn't.
I danced around it.
No, you didn't.
Literally, like I find out about most things anyway because no one has any like.
All her children are dead.
Basically, Cersei's kids died. She's queen now, and then it leaves her in a very, very. Even Jaime's looking at her like, "Oh, you've gone too far, mate." You've gone
Who
too far."
do you think? Not who do you want, but who do you think will end up on the throne, if anyone?
Frankly, I don't think anyone is going to end up on that throne.
I also buy into that theory.
I
because-
agree.
Danny, we've been prepping for her to get it for way too long. She won't get it just because Game of Thrones love her.
I think she will have it for a while.
I think she'll have it for a few seconds before she dies
A
somehow.
little bit. No, I don't think she'll.
John
maybe.
doesn't want the throne. He just wants Winterfell. It's literally all he wants. And he
Yeah.
doesn't even want Winterfell. He just kind of wants to chill there.
He just kind of has it.
Yeah, and I think Sansa is going to end up taking control of Winterfell.
I would not be opposed to seeing Sansa on the throne.
No, Baelish is going to die just because he's a fucking slimy little dick.
Yeah,
And I want him to die hard.
he's good in Sing Street though.
Oh, would you fuck off? Yes, congrats. Clap.
I like Sing Street.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah
Blah, blah, blah.
Anyway, keep going.
And those are my predictions. I think there aren't actually a lot of other contenders. Cersei's already technically got the throne. She's sure as fuck not going to keep it.
Yeah, no, we know that's not going to last long.
The Lannisters are not going to come out winning.
No,
They
can't.
they
They
won't.
can't.
They won't.
Are you sure? Because she appears to be one of the very few who's been right in the middle of all this shit.
She's
since
badass.
day
She's
one.
She is
pretty
badass.
badass. She's very clever. But I don't know. I just don't think because she is essentially the main villain of the show.
Yeah.
Really,
Right
isn't
now she is, yeah, right now.
she is, and I know George R.R. Martin's a bit of a sadistic bastard, and he likes twisting it so like everything always goes wrong. But I don't know. I just can't see it ending with her on top.
Nah,
really.
it can't because she is a colossal dickhead. Like never once have you sort of looked at Cersei and gone, you know what, I root for you.
Yeah.
But there's people but the thing is that does not mean that people I root for, like Danny and John, are going to get the throne. I think that throne is going to be obliterated in the war, and all kind of systems are going to fall down.
Do you also think the wall will fall down?
If the wall doesn't fall down, I will fall down in shock.
The wall absolutely has to fall
The wall
down.
will fall down,
Yeah,
just because it will.
because when those big cold
Battles have
boys-
been won against far greater odds.
There you go. There it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, you were saying, Scott.
I reckon, and call me a skeptic.
Skeptic.
But thank you. But the throne itself becomes sentient and sits on itself.
I would watch that.
I
I'd watch
have so many questions. Can you in fact sit on yourself?
Well,
Yes.
I suppose if you look up people who are acrobatic enough to do so, maybe not me personally, I do not.
You ever like accidentally sat on your ball?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have actually.
Painful.
Yes, it is.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Chairs
chair-
don't have flexible bags of skin right next to their bum holes where they would sit though.
You don't know that.
You do have lots of pointy swords.
That's so true. That's
There's a
so
new throne
true.
though, isn't there?
No, there's not a new throne.
No, I heard that they rebuilt the throne for this season. They
No,
changed it.
They shouldn't have done.
They did. I think
They definitely
so.
shouldn't have done. That throne's iconic.
I think they did. I can't be sure.
Okay, well, I feel like we spent a bit of too long on
Yes,
Game of
probably
Thrones.
have. This is some news you'll probably like, Laurence, because you suck Damien Chazelle's dick all day long.
That's true.
It's a very good point.
His next movie after La La Land has been announced.
I know.
You know?
I know.
What is it?
Do you want to take?
I'll take it. Yeah, it is the moon landing.
Yeah, it
It
is.
is the moon landing with
Hey.
Ryan Gosling set to play Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong biopic.
I cannot say that I'm excited for Ryan Gosling to be playing Neil Armstrong. I'm also very surprised that Damien Chazelle was taken away a step away from jazz.
I was just gonna say, how's he gonna work jazz and
Yeah,
jazz?
Yeah,
I mean,
he-
like, I can only assume that they'll be in Ryan Gosling will be in like the ship, the rocket, and
A
and
technical
just
term.
yeah, the rocket, and look out the window and just start his City of Stars sort of. Yeah, I can only assume there'll be one of those moments. But no, I feel like I'm excited because Damien Chazelle has proven himself to be a very visually stimulating director, someone that is very capable of commanding all genres. But this is just a very weird genre for him to go into.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah.
good. It's good to branch out.
It definitely
you
is
don't
good
want
to
to
branch
stick to
out.
the same thing.
No,
over
no,
and over
of course he doesn't. But it's a very odd, like, branch out to make. It's like if Chris Nolan announced his next project as a jump scary movie horror type thing. You'd be a bit like, random.
I would watch a Chris Nolan horror film.
I would
though.
definitely watch a Chris Nolan horror film, but you'd sort of be a bit like, that's a bit of a step away from form.
Yeah.
I think though with Chris Nolan, like if he announced that he was doing some sort of like horror film, I mean, look, he's got fucking what's it called coming up, Normandy,
Dunkirk.
Dunkirk.
That looks really good.
Dunkirk looks very, very
Yeah,
good.
so he's got that coming up. So if he came out and said like, oh, I've got a horror film coming up, we wouldn't expect like it to be just jump scary.
No, but that's
and-
the thing I'm saying. Like if like I wouldn't expect it if Chris, because this is such a random sort of deviation from his usual kind of work.
Yeah.
Damien Chazelle. It would be like sort of Chris Nolan saying, "I'm going to make loads of jump scares into a horror film." Like
Yeah.
it'd just be one of the things where you're like, "Really? Okay."
The thing is
Cool.
that I like Damien Chazelle as much as the next guy. Whiplash was fantastic, and La La Land was very enjoyable. I think I need to watch it a couple more times to decide what I really think of it. But
Same.
this just seems like utter Oscar bait. Ryan Gosling,
It
in a
really
biopic,
does. Yeah.
Yeah.
in what seems like an unnecessary biopic, considering there's been so many stories and films coming out more recently about the like women in NASA. And
Hidden Figures is a really good movie.
Hidden Figures, and just everyone behind the scenes, because everyone knows the names Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong.
And the other guy who didn't do shit.
But
Burn.
no one can remember his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Fuck you, other guy.
I just think Ryan Gosling is a bonkers bit of casting in my opinion, because now call me out if this sounds silly, but why not have Tom Hardy be Neil Armstrong? Because I think in terms of diversities, he can do near enough to anything, and I don't think Ryan Gosling has really reached that level yet to play Neil Armstrong.
I definitely agree. I think Ryan Gosling, he's actually one of my favourite actors out there working at the minute, purely because I enjoy the fact that he's very, very careful about the projects he chooses, and he doesn't throw himself into anything that's just a load of shit. Like I believe he was offered the part or the chance to at least audition for the DC Universe's Joker.
He was there's concept art of him as Doctor Strange.
Yeah, see all of these parts, and he's sort of like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. It's like there's plenty of other better characters for me to play. Well, not better characters, but like different characters and chances for him to expand more as an actor. I like him for that reason, but I do feel like he doesn't necessarily dive into his characters as much. If you look at two of my favourite films, Place Beyond the Pines and Drive, he's pretty much the exact same character in both of those, like a stuntman who kind of does some shady shit, and kill some dudes.
I literally just did the same thing. Nathan's just brought up a picture of Neil Armstrong onto the screen. The thing with Ryan Gosling in comparison to Tom Hardy, I think it's just two different practices of acting within America and within Britain. And I feel like with Tom Hardy, a lot of his acting style is on the surface. You know, it's there for all to behold. With Ryan Gosling, it's a lot more subtle and a lot more restrained.
100%. Yeah, he's very one of them. That's it. For example, I don't know if you guys have seen Drive. Have you seen Drive?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so Drive is one of the films where he barely says a few words. I mean, his character doesn't have a name. He's credited as Driver. Yeah. And it was a great choice actually made by Ryan Gosling. The script was originally packed full of dialogue, and he said, no, "I'm not going to say any of this. Shit. It is shit." And apparently it was actually quite shit. Oh. And the fact that he made his choice on set to not say anything, which gave Carey Mulligan a lot more chance to speak and sort of give his character backstory, gave her a chance to expand as an actress, and him a chance to sort of portray this more interesting character that didn't really say much, but when he did, it was stuff that was worth saying, because it was lines that Ryan Gosling had specifically selected to say, yeah, they're relevant, which was quite cool.
Yeah, I like it when actors reach that kind of caliber, when they're cast in a role and they can just look at a script and go, next. Yeah. I'm just gonna add my own shit if that's okay with you. Yeah, no, that's cool. You're Ryan Gosling at the end of the day.
See, right now there's 4 actors sat here recording a podcast, and I can tell you right now, someone could hand me a fucking I don't know. They'd be like, "Hey, Laurence, do you want to play the I don't know. Do you want to
play the toilet?"
Yeah, play. Do you want to voice one of the emojis in the Emoji Movie? And I'd go, fuck yeah, I do. Let me be the sassy girl emoji.
Do you know who's voicing the poop emoji?
Don't fucking do it.
Sir Patrick Stewart.
Fuck you.
No! Kill me slowly!
The only one voice, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, there is a video of Sir Patrick Stewart very, very stoned.
Oh, that's the best.
The best video, where he loudly proclaims he's giving an acting lesson very high about the double take and the triple take and the quadruple take, and how it's they're in their own sort of comedic, lanes in terms of naturalism and all of this shit. And he loudly proclaims, "Her buns are the best," about 14 times in the video. And if he doesn't use that voice for the poo emoji,
oh, he will do, because he kind of uses that really like,
I am a piece of shit.
Yeah, he uses that for like a lot of his voiceover, and he does do a lot of voiceover work.
He actually does.
He's on like a Family Guy a lot, and the other one that was
American Dad.
Yeah, he's quite big on that. So he actually does. He was in Ted as well, I think, wasn't
he? He voiced the narrator in Ted.
Yeah, I believe he did.
There's nothing more powerful than love, except for an Apache helicopter. Yeah. A great film.
Ted was good. Ted 2 was a bit of a...
Yeah, Ted 2 was a bit of a why'd you do that? Sure.
So, yeah.
I'm currently looking for emojis like to gain a grips of the cast of the film, and I'm wondering who's going to play stuff like Bikini or Crown
or my favourite, the Whale.
Or the Bee, for that matter. Who's going to play the Bee?
Oh, Jerry
Barry
Seinfeld.
Benson.
Oh, yeah.
You like jazz?
Incredible.
Awful. Interestingly enough, this biopic Oscar bait Damien Chazelle movie is coming out directly sandwiched in between Aquaman with Jason Momoa and Andy Serkis's Jungle Book movie.
Okay, well, excuse me while cinema dies for a few months, and I'll see you on the other side.
You're not looking forward to Aquaman?
Fuck off.
You're not looking forward to seeing Jason Momoa?
No, fuck off, I'm not.
Float in front of a green screen?
No, I'm fucking not. I'm not fucking excited for that because it's going to be a piece of fucking shit.
You didn't know that?
Fuck off.
Alright, mate.
Is it going to be DC's answer to Ant-Man? If so, I'm fully behind it. But if it isn't, then...
I want to see how dialogue will be done underwater. I want to know that.
They'll just talk.
Yeah, they will just talk.
They will just talk.
They will just talk. But look, but how are they going to? Bubbles are going to come out of their mouth. What's going to happen? Are they going to be like? Is it going to sound like?
No,
That was really really good.
There'll be like a slight effect on it. I think like there'll be just a
like.
50 boys,
No.
let's go and fuck up.
You're peaking really hard right now.
no, don't do it.
Fuck off.
Everyone knows that sound is louder underwater. Everyone knows.
Exactly.
It's true. It's true.
I
it
was
is.
just bringing naturalism to the role.
Harry. What were you going to say?
I'm just. It's supposed to be like DC's answer to Thor, but
Yeah.
I think arguably Thor's movies, or actually no, I haven't seen Dark World, but I've seen.
Oh, don't.
They are arguably like the worst of the series of all the.
The first Thor was half decent. I mean, it wasn't really
yeah.
up to the standard of the other ones.
We'll come back to Thor in a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we've got a naughty bit
Yes,
of
we
Thor.
got a
Of
little
course
bit.
we have. Yeah.
Do you know who directed the original Thor?
Kenneth Branagh.
Kenneth
Branagh.
Yeah.
Which I
Gilderoy Lockhart himself.
A very very odd choice.
But yeah,
That's great.
Aquaman's just gonna be atrocious. I have no hopes of it whatsoever. I'm looking forward to their attempt at humor, where there's Jason Momoa like looking big and scary, and maybe he's stabbing people with his trident. But like,
What a hero.
Hey, look, we can be funny. It's me, Jason Aquaman, talking to a goldfish. Isn't that funny? Aren't we funny? Please,
Yeah.
Please tell me.
Find
Give
us
us money.
amusing. Yeah.
Give us the money.
I reckon they are going to pull the full Thor, where Thor claimed to be, and I'm going to put this in big quotations, funny. He's like, I'm from Asgard. Things are different in Asgard. Things on Earth are very different.
Yeah.
The culture here is different
Yes,
to what it is on Asgard, and
I'm
I'll
on
play on that for 25 minutes.
I'm on a bus. Usually in Asgard, we ride flaming eagles to
Yeah.
work. But like, I reckon it's going to be the same with Aquaman. Like, oh, things are different in the sea. I ride a killer whale into
Yeah.
work. Now I'm on a bus.
Do you know what? Do you know what? I bet you that any money there's going to be the first scene of Aquaman leaving the ocean, and he's going to just not know how to walk, and it's
Well,
going to.
no, because you forget he's going to be in Justice League this year.
Yeah, but this is before Justice League,
Nah,
isn't
it's
it?
not. Nah, I don't
I'm
think
almost
so.
convinced this is before Justice. Right, well, in one of those fucking films, there's going to be a stupid scene where there's going to be there's going to be a music track that's going to sound a bit sort of like an Idiot Abroad soundtrack, where it's like a bit
The
like that.
actual soundtrack we use for our trailer for our show.
Yeah, and that exact music.
Yeah.
And for that, Jason Momoa's going to get out of the sea, and he's going to look really hunky, and it's going to be like that Daniel Craig James
I know
Bond
the one.
scene walking out of the ocean.
Yep.
And then suddenly he's just going to fall over because he don't know how to fucking walk. And then everyone is going to laugh, and 12-year-olds are going to laugh, and studios are going to give Zack Snyder money, and Zack Snyder's going to be a cunt.
Speaking
Fuck
of
DC.
Zack Snyder, there is more news on the DC front.
Oh, does there have to be?
So Zachary himself took to Twitter to reveal the. Yes, sorry.
Oh.
What, you good?
No.
Oh, Garrett.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's not
Sorry,
flashing
I
yet.
was trying to be subtle.
It's okay. It's okay. Sorry, we have a bloody special caller ringing in.
Oh, a special caller, you say?
Hello, you are currently live on Your Opinion Sucks podcast. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, long time listener, first time caller. It's me, Nicolas Cage.
Hi, Nick. How are you doing today?
I'm well. Is this Nathan?
This is Nathan, yes.
Sorry. I have some trivia for you.
You have some trivia for me and the boys, do you? Boys, say hello to Nicolas Cage.
Hi, Nick.
Hi, Nick.
Oh God.
Hi. Is my favorite Garrett there?
No.
Garrett's actually had a
He's-
day off today.
Yeah, we
I
gave
believe
him a
he
day
has.
off.
I believe he has a rash on his dick.
Oh, I should probably get checked.
You got quite a bad.
I have some trivia for you.
Is Nicolas Cage known for coughing so
I
much?
I think that's how Garrett keeps up the impression, if I'm
Sorry.
honest.
Hang on, that's Garrett.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
mind
spoiler.
the coughing. It's because of a drug I usually take. But my question to you is, which drug did I share with my cat?
Is it? Which drug did you share with your cat? Is that right, Nick?
You heard the question.
I believe the answer to that is magic and mushrooms.
Ding, ding, ding! We have a number one winner, you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nick.
Speaking of number one.
It's Rick from Rick and Morty.
I am Watch Mojo. Totally not fake news. Watch Mojo's 10 best cage moments. What was number one?
Was it the bees? Was it not the bees?
Ding, ding, ding! We have a winner!
Hold on, let me get my applause.
Incredible.
Not the bees!
Are there any more questions for us, Nick?
Speaking of numbers above 10, what age did I, Nicolas Cage, begin acting?
I
believe this is a trick question, Nick. And you were acting from the second you left the womb.
You were in fact omnipresent within the movie industry. You're like God in that sense.
Yeah.
Wrong! What age did I, Nicolas Cage, begin?
Was it 1983?
And how old was I then?
Were you 1983 when you started to act, Nicholas?
Oh yeah. Was it the year 1993?
Wrong!
1983.
Oh God, how old's Nicolas Cage?
Nicolas Cage, the aforementioned me, 16 years old.
You're not 16. You're 53.
No,
Nick.
he started
Oh, he
acting
was.
when he was 16.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks, Nick.
Speaking of
Oh,
my lifetime,
Sorry.
what is my lifetime gross total box office according to Box Office Mojo?
So let's think.
Stall him.
I think he can hear you. So let's think. He's been in some great movies like.
Damn right I have.
National Treasure.
Like Con Air,
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
The Rock,
No.
not Dwayne.
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider's been in Ghost
Yeah,
Rider.
actually
I heard
no.
a sequel's coming out.
So at least like what, 2 million?
I'm gonna. No, it's got to be more than 2 million.
Yeah, it's got to be.
I know it was a joke.
2,407,000,000
Oh my God.
49,590, I believe it is.
Somebody's on Google.
Am I correct, Nicholas?
Yeah. Although, I'm not in debt, and the number's way higher.
Okay, cool. Anyway, Garrett, how are you?
This is Cage, not. Shut up.
Garrett, are you
have
enjoying your day
one
off from the
last
podcast?
question
Okay.
for you.
Sorry, Nicholas.
What?
What's your next question, Nicholas?
Oh, sorry. It's Garrett here. Nicholas just went to go and talk to his accountant.
Okay, fair enough, Garrett.
Disney definitely have me for their next film. Sorry. In 2013, which country gave me, Nicolas Cage, Best Global Actor?
I'm gonna say.
TikTok on the clock.
Is it? It's gonna be somewhere weirdly obscure. Is it Portugal?
No.
It's China.
China.
Correct. I couldn't get it because I was in Bangkok. Dangerous.
Okay. Well, that was. Does anyone have anything else to say to Nick Cage before
Yeah.
we let him go?
Nick, before you go, would you be able to reenact your famous listing all the letters in the alphabet scene?
I'm sorry, but it's been 60 seconds, and I'm gonna be gone.
Okay, well, that was
painful.
That was something.
That hurt me.
That
hurt me indeed.
So Nicolas
It's so weird that Nicolas Cage called in though.
I know.
All right.
It's good to know that he listens though. It's
Yeah,
good to know
no.
that
Well,
he's a fan of the show.
It's another listener, isn't it?
Yeah. So
Anyway.
that was Garrett.
Big thanks to Garrett for joining in on his day off.
I really hope that at somewhere in the world, Nicolas Cage has stumbled upon our little podcast and he's listened to like the first few episodes and he's like, oh, you know what? This is like my little thing. No one else knows about this. It's got 20 listeners. I really quite like
hold
these
on,
guys.
the lines are lighting up here again.
And is it? Oh,
And for the record, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, O, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
Okay, thank you, Nick.
Even over the phone, he is interrupting me. It's a gift. It's actually a gift.
Oh, that's incredible.
Oh, it's amazing.
I can't wait for Garrett to listen to this and just either feel bad or just give me a...
You think Garrett's going to feel bad?
No.
He won't.
I think a gypsy put a curse on you two the moment you stepped into this podcast room.
That makes sense, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. What was you saying before Garrett interrupted?
I just hope that Nicolas Cage has stumbled across this, and then he heard the phone going, and was like, "Is that really me?" Like questioning just for a second, like, am I calling into the show?
Yeah.
Or he's really quite insulted right now. If you're insulted, Mr. Cage, we're very sorry.
We love you and you're.
But then again, I was insulted by Ghost Rider.
Please send us your Oscar.
Yeah, we'll look after it for you.
Set it in four pieces as well, because we got to share it. After all, we end up fighting over it otherwise.
Or would you like to perhaps donate it to the dwellers to improve their dwelling cup?
Yeah, because we do need more trophy-ware. We've only got a candlestick holder, super glued to a dog bowl, spray painted gold. That's our trophy. That's our main prize.
That's all you need, if I'm honest.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The value is made through sentiment, and that's at the end of the day, listeners.
It's still not worth a lot.
It's still not worth a lot. No, we're terrible people.
Okay, so well, again, thank you, Garrett, for. I don't know what the fuck
whatever
that was.
the fuck
yeah,
that
whatever that was. As I was saying before, Nicholas rang. Zack Snyder, speaking of the man himself, he took to Twitter to reveal the image of the Batmobile from the Justice League.
Oh, I'll take a look.
It looks exactly the same, except it's got more guns. So
that's exactly what you want.
Exactly, that's what you want when
I'm
you
glad
think
he's
of Batman.
listening to the
guns.
to the feedback.
Batman's known for his guns.
Of course.
So.
That's designed very impractically. Could I get the picture?
Really is. Yeah.
Could I get the picture up again just quickly?
Of course you can.
Because cars are designed to really like when the rain goes on it. It's designed to the rain's all designed to like go to the bottom and just filter off and not get involved in any machinery at all. That like the guns are interrupting the little slope, and I get like the slope is all like aerodynamics and stuff. But at the end of the day, if it rains on that, all the guns are gonna break. I don't care if he's like, I'm Batman and look at all how good I am at tech. No, that's gonna take years and years of design, years and years of building. Very impractical.
See,
overall.
this is where he needs Lucius Fox. Am I right?
In it. Yeah. This is where he
maybe
needs...
Lucius Fox is dead.
Yeah.
Maybe.
One thing I've never understood not only with this, because the Batmobile rarely has guns of that nature. It's more just like weird stun gun type things. But whenever like a superhero has like a machine like that, they're just like filled with machine guns. Guns do jam. So what does Batman do if he's like driving along trying to shoot at someone and his little like minigun is whirring around and there's a jam? Does he like get out and has to awkwardly like fish in there with like a screwdriver, just like, come on, you little fucker?
I would love to see that.
Yeah, there's like an RAC scene where he's stuck at the roadside and it's just pouring down with rain. He's on the phone.
He's waiting for the AA.
Yeah.
They're not answering.
That's
he's like,
for
hello. You told me you'll be here in an hour. It's been 1.5. Can you come over here? I think there's something wrong with my oil pressure.
And then he just waits and they never show up.
Yeah.
Does he have that thing insured?
Yeah. No.
I mean, it's definitely not road legal.
I mean, yeah.
No,
So
yeah.
So technically, he's breaking the law. So technically, he's a criminal. So technically,
yeah.
He should,
fuck
he
Batman.
should kill himself.
He should kill
with his
himself.
He should kill himself
With his
with his
guns.
own jammy guns.
It
You
doesn't-
hear that, Batman? That's the official statement of your opinion sucks.
That's not true.
Kill yourself.
It also doesn't have a number plate, which is also very illegal.
Very
it's
much
true.
so not road legal.
Yeah,
I believe it
exactly.
had one in the 60s.
It did, yeah.
Probably like Batman or
Yeah, it
something.
must have been like holy sardines with like the.
What?
Are you not familiar with the holy sardines?
No, I'm not.
Batman in the Adam West film.
Of course, yeah. I don't think it would be Christian Bale who shouted
Yeah,
out "Holy sardines."
the shark attacks.
I remember the shark
The shark
attack
attacks
scene.
his leg.
The bat repellent
And-
spray.
No. Well, it's actually the shark repellent
Shark
bat
repellent
spray.
bat spray. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but no, this shark attacks his leg. At which point, Robin proclaims, "Holy sardines!"
Do you know what my favorite part of that movie is?
No.
It's where Batman, Robin, the Commissioner, and I think Alfred is there as well for some reason.
Alfred's always there.
They're
in that
trying to figure out who is behind all these deadly crimes that happened, and then they have the most impeccable logic for figuring out. Like, Robin is just sat there stroking his chin like this, and he goes, "Well, it all took place at sea. Sea. Sea for cat. Catwoman's behind this."
Oh, I
And
do remember that.
it's
yeah.
amazing. It's go watch that scene if you haven't, because it's just beautiful. So yeah.
Do you
that's-
think like the writers of that show were just idiots or high all the time?
I genuinely just think they
it was
went.
the 60s?
I think they honestly went, "Hey, here's a character that everyone loves. Let's fuck with it."
Oh.
No, because it's not fucking with it, because that's exactly what Batman was at the time.
Yeah.
Batman wasn't this big, dark, and gritty, brooding character. He was fun. He was from a comic book. He had a laugh. It said "pow" when you punched a man. So
That's true.
it was only in the
Kapooey!
80s or the late 70s
The
when
Michael
Frank Miller
Keaton.
wrote The Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
That's when things got real and shit. Not shit, because it's very good. But...
Oh damn, son.
So yeah, I believe you wanted to talk about Iron Fist, Laurence.
Yes. Basically, I got a text from my buddy Joe, who was on last week's podcast.
Shout out to Joe
Shout
Donnelly.
out to Joe Donnelly, who actually, by the way, I am gonna plug him. He furthered our discussion on Logan with a spoiler-free review and then a spoilers chat, which is actually on his channel now. You can go watch that. It's actually very entertaining and brings up some good points. Yes, so that's the plug. Anyway, but Joe texted me on my way here.
Is his YouTube channel? You didn't even say that.
Fuck it, yeah. Anyway, so Joe texted me on my way here and said, "Have fun and on your podcast. Sorry I couldn't be there, but." He said, maybe you'd like to bring to light some of the negative press and reviews that the critics have been given the first season of Iron Fist, which is very sad. Apparently,
It should be said that the critics only have the first 6 episodes.
no, that
not
is
the whole series.
that is true, but apparently it is incredibly poorly paced.
That's what I've heard.
And apparently it is a real struggle to sit through, which I've actually found to be the complete polar opposite. I've always praised Netflix for releasing their Marvel shows in one block so you can binge watch them. I found that very enjoyable with all the Daredevils that are out. And Luke Cage, I love binge watching. Jessica Jones, I didn't binge watch it as much because I was busy around the time. But no, I've always enjoyed being able to watch all of those in one. But apparently with Iron Fist, it is literally a job to sit through 2 episodes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which doesn't sound fun.
No,
really.
no, it really doesn't.
Does it sit in the same Netflix category then as F is for family? Would you say?
Oh god.
Do you
What's
reckon?
F is for? Oh, I've seen that. Is that the 70s thing?
Yeah,
with the dads and
it's Netflix attempt to, I think, recreate rekindle a Family Guy fire.
yeah,
I think.
kind of seems like that.
But it like, say for instance I'm using this fire metaphor and they're like, okay, let's rekindle this fire, so they go in and try to use, I don't know, orange juice instead of like a firelighter or something.
Well, yeah, I watched like an episode of that and I was like, all right, I get it.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to Iron Fist. I
Me
thought
neither, really.
the trailer for it, I don't know what it was. The thing because I could tell I just didn't like the look of it, and it seems almost too martial arty, and I get that's kind of the whole point.
Yeah.
of
That
Iron
is
Fist.
that is I think if you're looking to criticize Iron Fist, you can't be mad at it for being martial arty. That's like saying fucking Daredevil, he's too blind for my liking. Or
No, I just mean that the character of Iron Fist being the Iron Fist of this like magical clan, isn't it? Or was it like a dojo or something?
It's something along those. It's some very, very weird martial arts that he's like pretty much.
He went away to like the mountains to train for
and he's like
all his life essentially.
Yeah, he's like one of the best there is at it.
Yeah.
And so what I would have liked to have seen is him back in New York, and instead of, from what the trailer shows, him up against every martial artist, like stuntman, like based in New York or America at that time, have him go up against goons and use his special training. At the moment, it just looks like a Hong Kong style like Jackie Chan movie.
Yeah,
but just for an entire season.
I do see that. What also bothers me is stuff like not so much Luke Cage, because that is just like a fuck you, kick to the balls, he goes flying type thing.
Yeah.
But Daredevil is very, very talented at this close hand combat. I feel like to really hit home the fact that Iron Fist is like meant to be like 10 times fucking better than him in it.
Yeah.
They really, I mean, I'm not faulting Daredevil's action. I think it's some of the best action that's actually been shot on TV.
It really is.
But I think they really should have sort of realised that they were going to Iron Fist, downplayed Daredevil a little bit, and then focused all their energy on making the action scenes in Iron Fist fucking awesome. I mean, like I obviously we haven't seen it. They may be awesome.
Yeah.
But from what we've seen from the trailers, they do look a bit of like a, like Iron Fist, and just kind of doing that every
Iron
5
Fist!
seconds, rather than never actually like smashing out his martial arts.
See, I like to. This is just my personal opinion. Action. Either TV series or movies. If they're on either end of the spectrum, they're fine. If it's either completely story driven or completely action driven, then it hits all the nuts. You got the completely action driven movies like Hardcore Henry, John Wick, but you get the ones on the other end like Karate Kid or Daredevil, for instance. And if they're either end of that spectrum, they hit it fine. Where I think Iron Fist might have failed is they've tried to gun down the middle and completely ignored either end of the seesaw, so to speak.
That's a very interesting way of looking at it, because there's about 100 films that I could probably reel off that do shit like that.
Yeah.
For example, what is it called?
Fast and Furious.
Yeah, thank you. That's exactly what I was thinking of. I just knew Vin Diesel's
Speaking of Fast and Furious, there's a new trailer came out.
Fuck off.
I didn't want to talk about it. So
You didn't want to talk about it? You didn't want to talk about it?
Wait, is this the one where Vin Diesel turns evil?
Let's not. Okay. Let's not.
Just want to talk about how dumb that premise is for a second. Hang on. It's dumb. Okay,
Yeah.
I've got it out of my system.
There you go. Anyways, back to Iron Fist.
Yeah, that down the middle thing's quite an interesting point, because there are so many films that try and, like, hyper action is awful, especially when they try and make it character driven. And not to go back onto Fast and Furious, but it is attempting to be somewhat character driven, which is horrendous, and it shouldn't be. But like, there are films like there are films like you say that are literally just a fucking action fest, like John Wick. And that's great because you know you're going in it to just watch some people's heads get blown up by a bullet and shit like that. Like, you understand that, and that's all sick. Yeah. And then Daredevil, when it is about story and character and the action scenes are still great, and that's fine. Oh, for fuck's sake, who's this?
That was an accident.
Oh, okay. I thought Garrett was returning. And yeah, no, that's yeah, I don't have much else to say, but that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, like Hardcore Henry, it didn't market itself anything else other than like a first-person action fest throughout the entire thing, and audiences knew what they were getting in for, and they were satisfied that they got delivered that very product and then some in terms of just action. And when you go into watching, say, Daredevil, you know it's going to be very story-driven because you can tell it doesn't market itself as specifically, action. You get story and you get action on the side, of course. Yeah. But it's mostly the story that drives the action and gives it purpose. But I think what Iron Fist is trying to do is it's trying to juggle very two heavy medicine balls, even though it's got weedy little arms. And yeah.
I very much enjoy that metaphor.
Thank you. I'm on fire with your metaphors today.
What I just don't want from Iron Fist is, I was thinking about Daredevil and the way that they use action is that apart from a couple of scenes, like there was that scene when they found the large hole in the floor of somewhere.
Yeah, it was really weird.
It was really weird, and it wasn't really.
And it didn't go anywhere as well.
The ending of Daredevil season 2 was just a bit kind of fucking busy, to be honest.
Yeah,
it was.
They had Elektra going on, they had the Punisher going on, they had the Punisher's enemy going on, they had Daredevil's enemy going on, they had Stick going on, they had Matt Murdock going on, and Foggy and Matt weren't speaking, and Karen was a bit fucked off at Matt. It was just incredibly fucking busy.
Yeah.
And it was like...
How did it end?
It ended with... again, spoilers, sorry. Elektra dying,
Elektra died,
not
I remember
really, that. Because she got dug up by the Yakuza
I
and put
remember
in some
that.
fuck thing.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, it was fucking fucked up. The Punisher becomes the Punisher after killing the blacksmith.
He revealed himself to Karen, didn't he?
Who? Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the last shot. He revealed himself to be Daredevil.
Oh, did she walk out or did she stay there?
No, she stayed there. He handed her his mask.
Right.
And she was like, she sort of had this moment where he was like, and then it cut.
And the next time we're going to see her is either in Punisher or Defenders. Depends on what comes out first.
Defenders comes out first. We'll most likely see her again in Defenders.
I'm assuming Rosario Dawson's going to be in Punisher, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
She's
in
all
them
of them.
all.
Yeah,
So
okay, cool.
She'll be there somewhere. So yeah.
What I was going to say about Iron Fist is that in Daredevil, apart from the point where there's that hole and then the ninjas turn up and then they fight for a tiny bit, all the action scenes have a purpose, and they either go in one direction where it's story driven, where they say, oh, we've got to go through here to get to this, to do this, etc., etc., etc. So you watch it unfold, or you watch the action from the start without any exposition, and then you figure it out because it has a specific journey.
Yeah.
What I'm worried about Iron Fist is that it's going to be constantly the first. The exposition beforehand, like, oh, these are my old clan people, or oh, these are my old enemies, I'm going to have to use the Iron Fist to defeat them.
Yeah.
And it's going to have no feeling behind it.
That's like one of the one of my actual favourite scenes from Daredevil season 2 was a scene where it wasn't actually one of my favourite plots. It was one of the Elektra kind of shitty subplots.
Yeah.
But it's a great scene because it is there's weight to the situation. They know they have to get somewhere to do something, and there's a time limit on it as well. And Matt is not suited up as Daredevil at all, so he's going around dressed as this. Well, obviously he is a blind man, but not like he kind of isn't at the same time.
How dare you?
Yeah, I'm sorry. But he's going around with his cane. He's like tip tapping away, as blind people do, and
he's got tap dancing.
Yeah, and then he's like swinging his cane in the air, slapping someone in the face with it, and they're like knocking him out, and then just going completely back to normal, like sort of like tip tapping again. And like while Elektra's fucking people up in her like dress, obviously because none of them are suited up, and then they're just kind of walking around, and every time they run into something, they like quickly deal with it, and then just go back into like their normal alter egos, which is actually like it's a really fun scene, but you can tell the action is really well choreographed, but it's also relevant and it does serve a purpose because it's a bit of a comic relief as well. So I do hope that there's going to be some stuff because Danny Rand is actually quite an amusing character, but. Yeah, judging by some of the stuff we've heard, I don't think there will be much.
They also revealed that he's not going to be in the classic yellow and green costume at all in season 1.
But they didn't really do that with Luke either. They didn't do that with Jessica. They only kind of referenced it.
Jessica doesn't really have a costume.
She had like a bit.
Jewel had a costume.
Yeah, which
not Jessica though.
No, but like.
And they did show the Jewel costume.
Yeah, they did.
For like a second.
For a second.
It's but like, she's not Jewel, so she would never be in that.
Yeah, well.
So... Fuck you.
What other news is there?
There is the news that Jason Momoa, the Aquaman himself, is going to star in the Just Cause movie. Has anyone played Just Cause?
I love Just Cause.
It's just blowing shit up the game, isn't it?
Oh yeah, no, it's a bundle of fun. Have you guys?
I've played Just Cause 2.
I've played Just Cause 3.
My favorite game of all time.
This is a very good game.
Yeah,
so much fun.
Because I bought it out on a whim. I saw the trailer for the demo, I think when I was back in secondary school, and I was like, wow, that looks really fun. I'm gonna buy that because I'm an angsty teenager and I've got anger to take out, and I want to take out on people whilst they're like grapple hooked to the back of a car and like they're evil military people, and this is
grapple hooked to the face.
Yeah, and it's so much fun. It's like being basically an action movie hero who's kind of half Spider-Man, half Bruce Willis. It's wonderful.
Is there a lot of plot, or is it like literally let's fuck shit up for a few hours?
There's kind of a plot. It's like you're essentially like taking down propaganda because of like some dictatorship government.
Because I tell you what, I'm frankly, after seeing Assassin's Creed, it has now become a fear of mine for game movies to be a thing. And I'm worried with the amount of story that Assassin's Creed had to go by as a film, and the amount of content they could cover or choose to not cover in a good way, and it still ended up being as dog shit as it was. I'm terrified that a game with little story as it is could be made into this fucking feature-length film.
That might work in its favour.
It might work in its favour, but it also might not.
Because Just Cause's plot, I'd say, especially in Just Cause 2, I haven't played a lot of Just Cause 3 because, you know, I'm poor and that game is huge in terms of memory. But Just Cause 2 had a very satirical plot where it was like imagine if old school James Bond arrived at a corrupt dictator-ran country and was like, you know what, I'm going to overthrow the government bit by bit. It's a bit like that, and it's in its own way was a satirical poke at every other action movie and game that tried to cover, and I'm going to put this in another bunch of quotes, political things, especially.
We don't like getting political on this podcast.
That's why I put it in giant sarcastic quotations. Oh, was that? I am the Senate.
I am the Senate.
It's treason. Oh God.
It's treason then.
Are you okay there, Harry? Harry.
You bring out the sad dad in me.
But
I am the Senate.
Why? What's wrong?
I think if Just Cause 2 tried to play it as not a serious plot, like maybe I haven't seen Assassin's Creed, but that's all I assume what they've done. Not a serious plot, but they've made it like a semi-comedy, like a pseudo comedy. Then it probably could be interesting. Yeah. Sorry, Harry. What's the deal?
Oh no, I'm fine.
What do, Harry?
What to do indeed.
But what?
Yeah.
Thor Ragnarok.
Okay. That is actually the next story.
Yeah, he's got new hair.
He's got a new haircut, hasn't he? He looks good.
Yeah.
I think it looks good. I'll tell you who it reminded me of the first time I saw
Chris
it.
Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Haha. No, he reminded me of the kind of the war paint on him with the red war paint. Reminded me of how Michael Fassbender looks in Macbeth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, had that kind of warrior vibe to him, which I thought was really fucking cool.
Did you have a little wank to it?
I'll tell you what, alright. I got my dick out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pulled my pants down.
Yep.
Locked my door. Did the
Wait,
standards.
you got your dick out first before pulling your pants down.
Yeah.
And locking the door as well.
And locking the door. Yeah. I do things in a bit of an odd order.
Oh.
As my.
Yeah.
Oh
no. That.
I think that's Nathan passively aggressively warning
All
us
right.
to not
Okay.
talk about you masturbating.
No. I'm not going to talk about me masturbating full on.
Okay. By the way, sorry. I remembered the other day. Do you remember a couple of weeks ago when I was last on? We were talking about the film writer. He was trying to do, I think, one of the new DC films. And I remembered
Matt Reeves.
Maybe he had lots of hit and misses. I think he wrote.
Simon Kinberg.
Yeah,
who's doing X-Men, not
DC.
DC.
Yes. I mentioned a British writer who also did the same, and I remembered his name. It was Akiva Goldsman.
Akiva Goldsman. What's he done?
So I shall read you out his filmography. So he did Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, Lost in Space, the 1998 one.
Not bad.
A Beautiful Mind, I, Robot, Cinderella Man, The Da Vinci Code, I Am Legend, Angels and Demons, Winter's Tale, the Divergent series Insurgent, The Fifth Wave, Rings, King Arthur Legend of the Sword, and he's done the story for Transformers The Last Night. Oh my god.
I'd like to apologise to our listeners' ears. I'm not going to cut that out, though.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
There's a fire.
So yeah, another writer who is very, very hit and miss. Like, how on earth can you go from writing A Beautiful Mind to Transformers: The Last Night?
That's the thing.
Batman and Robin wasn't the worst on that list.
No, yeah, you're right. Sorry.
I mean, I'm all for advocating that Transformers is fucking horrendous as
Transformers is fucking horrendous. Anyway, so Thor doesn't have his hammer. He's got some.
He also
boys.
doesn't have his golden locks.
No, well, we already said that.
No.
Or his axe.
Or his axe. He's got some sword, doesn't he?
Maybe he's got like 2 weapons of choice. This time
He's got 2 swords.
Maybe he's like going hard mode and doing it all with his fists.
Maybe so.
Well, no, because he's got swords.
And he's also got the Hulk for that.
Yeah. No, because he will be fighting the Hulk.
Of course. Of course he will be.
Which is the showdown of the century. So I hear. There was also a image of Jeff Goldblum looking... Jeff Goldblum. With his little blue goatee.
Yeah, he kind of just looked a bit... the Grandmaster.
The Grandmaster, who is, interestingly enough, the brother of the Collector from Guardians of the Galaxy. Benicio del Toro.
It just looks like one of them things where I kind of just feel like... Who's the guy that owns Gucci? You know,
John Gucci.
That guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just kind of seems like a fucking fashion icon. He looks like
Don't forget, this is space. This is like the cosmic realm.
No, of course this is the cosmic realm. I just think he looks fucking ridiculous.
He's supposed to.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you want him to look like?
I'm not that.
He's the Grandmaster.
I think he literally looks like I could have done that with the makeup budget I have, which is fuck all.
Well, you couldn't.
The cosmic realm sounds like a really bad nightclub.
Sounds pretty lit.
I feel like they would serve drinks called like stuff like they'd have like the collector deal where you could get like 2 glasses of wine and like get the rest of the bottle free.
Man, that sounds lit.
Yeah,
I'm all for that.
Guys, should we go to the cosmic realm?
I'll tell you where it does that actually. I'm going to plug the ship.
Oh, here we go.
The ship in London near London Bridge.
How many bars do you think there are in London called the Ship?
2.
Okay.
I'm gonna plug.
1.
I'm gonna plug my favorite pub back home, The Hobbit, which actually.
You're not on.
I'm not on.
Nathan's turn.
I turned them all off because I don't know.
We were actually just discussing pubs and Nathan turned us
This
off.
is film related.
Not the pub cast.
No, this is
film related.
It is film related.
It's a pub called The Hobbit.
Awful.
It actually got in a legal dispute a couple of years ago with the guys who owned the rights to Lord of the Rings because of its name, and it managed to win the court deal, and they're still called The Hobbit, and like, although they're independent from the actual film franchise, market themselves as a Lord of the Rings pub. Yeah. Peculiar.
That is
pretty cool.
That is quite cool.
That's Scott's cool story of the day.
Pubcast with Scott.
Let's not have him on ever again. I'm
No,
very,
yeah,
I'm
you're
very
fired,
sorry,
Scott.
guys.
In fact,
You're
I
very
think I
fired.
may as well leave now.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I like Scott here.
Yeah. So, for anyone who is interested, there is also a little bit of a rundown of Thor Ragnarok.
Oh,
If you-
yeah.
if you would like to
Yes, please.
have a little bloody listen.
Let's hear.
So, when we last saw Thor, he was flying off to figure out who was manipulating the Avengers at the end of Age of Ultron. It's Thanos, spoiler alert. Eventually, he hears rumblings of trouble in Asgard. His evil brother, Loki, Tom Hiddleston, has been impersonating their missing father, Odin, Anthony Hopkins. Loki's rather lax governing leads to the re-emergence of an imprisoned Hela, Kate Blanchett. Thor's initial encounter with Hela, Kate Blanchett, gets him blasted to Sakaar, a barbaric planet ruled by the charming but nefarious Grand Master, Jeff Goldblum. Valkyrie, Tessa Thompson, a tough, hard-working warrior hiding out on Sakaar, brings the god to the Grand Master, Jeff Goldblum. Thor, Chris Hemsworth, is a bit of a fanboy for the Valkyrie, Tessa Thompson. The elite woman warriors. Hemsworth says Thor is then forced to become a gladiator, which leads to his haircut and the loss of his trusty hammer, Mjolnir.
Nathan Bauer.
Thank you.
That's okay. I feel like you deserved it after that.
Thank you.
That is interesting. I'm interested.
I'm genuinely quite concerned for Thor because
Is he alright? What's going on with that guy?
Why
Well,
are you concerned for him?
because-
For the movie or the character?
for the character,
Mate, I'm so looking forward to this movie. I think it's going to be lit.
kind of, because I was thinking about it and seeing Thor with his hair so very short now, and with a
He looks good.
weird scraggly. He looks cool, but he looks like Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, he does.
And so I'm
He
worried.
also somehow looks skinnier. Is that just me?
Yeah, he does. He looks.
Does the hair make him look bigger?
I think it's. I think if you look at the picture again, it's the armor and also the big ass fucking shield, which almost seems too thick.
Yeah, maybe.
Take a look at the picture again, and the shield seems very, very thick for some reason. But I'm worried about the fact that the illusion of, oh yeah, it's Thor, he's pretty cool, is going to be gone. It's going to be like, oh god, it's just Chris Hemsworth looking sexy on film. And also, like, if you think back to all the Avengers movies, how many things has Thor done without Mjolnir? Apart from a little bit
Not a whole lot.
Yeah.
A little bit of a fisty fight with Hulk, which I'm still mad at because he shouldn't have been able to do that because Hulk's fucking strong.
Yeah.
But apart from that,
Thor's very strong too.
I know, but
Have you seen those arms?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking hell.
they're
Daddy, am I right?
Yeah, I'm curious to see how he will hold up. And the reason I'm also concerned for the movie is because I'm hoping they're not going to do like a Thor training montage where he's just like
a Rocky.
He's just like, oh my god, I've lost my hammer. I have to use these swords. That sort of thing.
I've never had to use a sword before. I think I'll play on it for 25 minutes again.
I used to use flaming eagles.
Yeah.
Time to stretch out some comedic value in this Marvel family movie.
Why is his hair suddenly dark?
I like the
what's going on with that?
I like the entertainment magazine cover for it because they use like funky colours, and when we first saw it in the flat back at the dwelling, we were like, it's Suicide Thor or Thorn Squad. Thorn Squad? Thor Squad.
With some sort of Thor.
Bruce Banner looks very happy there.
Let's have a look.
Look at him.
He looks thin.
He does.
He does look.
But he's not green, so.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. He is a thick boy.
How much do you think Bruce Banner and therefore the Hulk are going to be in it, or which one do you think is going to be in it more?
Hulk, I think.
Okay.
I don't think Hulk's going to be in it more.
No, I do.
Do you?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know.
Are you sure he's not going to be big boss man for him to beat?
Who Hulk's going to be a big boss man for Thor to beat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is exactly what I think.
Nah, I don't think so.
I don't know, because this Hulk seems very powerful within the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is.
Near unstoppable, which is also why I was annoyed to see Thor hold his own one-on-one, because not only because I think Hulk should be able to beat him anyway, like not like well, but also within the universe Hulk was shown to be a complete and utter destroyer. So I want him to be big boss man for Thor to beat right at the end.
Yeah, and I want Thor to like pretty much fucking come on the verge of death before he beats him. Like, imagine, right, you're a demigod, okay?
He's not a demigod.
It was weird phrasing. Come on the verge of death.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means I want him to lock his door, take his dick out,
pull down his pants. And that's
sake.
Laurence muted. Sorry, go ahead.
What was I gonna... He's not a demigod though.
No, I know.
He's a fully fledged god.
Okay, right. Picture yourself as a god.
Yes.
Okay. You're a big strong boy.
Yes.
You got your big hammer boy.
Yeah.
But now your big hammer boy has been taken away from you.
Oh.
And now you don't
Sad
have.
times.
I mean, like you're still powerful as fuck, but
He's
you're
still
not
a proficient warrior.
Yeah, still a proficient warrior.
Yeah.
But you know that big green boy
Yeah.
that you faced off
Yeah.
once with your big powerful hammer boy.
Oh yeah.
Now your hammer boy's gone.
Let's not forget that he did hold his own against Hulk without his hammer.
Yeah, he did. He did.
It was only once he called his hammer that he was able to push him away to knock him out.
So
but
how is
up
he going to
until
be
that
able
point,
to knock him out?
Well, who says he's going to knock him
Without
out?
my hammer.
Also, what I'm very curious to see is whether or not the swords that Thor has been given are going to be able to pierce the Hulk's skin. Because we've seen the Hulk been shot at with all sorts of weapons, including a bloody like minigun.
Yeah,
from
that is true. We have
a jet.
Yeah.
And so what I really don't want is some bullshit like, oh, these swords are magic. Oh, look,
space sword.
I've cast a spell on them, Thor, and now they're going to fuck shit up.
I'm from Asgard.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, let's also remember that Doctor Strange is in this movie though.
Oh yeah,
Ew.
that's true. Yeah.
He could do some mystic shit.
Yeah.
I feel like that is now going to be like the guys. The fanboys are going to be annoyed at this one. No, it's fun. What we'll do is we'll get Doctor Strange in it. He'll do some mystic shit, and then it'll be fine because no one understands the mystic arts.
It's true, no one does.
No one does because they're never once fucking explained.
I think Doctor Strange is going to be a huge ex machina in the next couple MCUs.
So massive.
Oh yeah, and like, oh no, how on earth can we defeat Thanos now? We're all nearly dead. It's like Doctor Strange comes in. I've magicked you all not only healthy again, but now you have the tools you have to destroy Thanos. Now, bye.
And you have a big penis.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Oh,
thank you, Doctor
dick.
Strange.
Look at your big dick. It's back.
I'm Benedict Cumberbatch. Bye.
Vision's totally gonna die.
Yep.
And then Doctor Strange is gonna. I can't remember his name for a sec. Yeah. Fuckface is gonna come in with his mystical fucking powers and be like, no, we've still. At the end of the film, he's like, we've still got the stone, because obviously the Avengers are gonna win.
Yep.
And he's like, well, now we've still got the stone. He doesn't speak like that, but I'm gonna do that voice. Now we've still got the stone. Maybe we could harness Vision's consciousness back into a physical form. And then they're gonna do that, and then Vision's gonna be fine again because it's a family film and he wears sweater vests.
And then he's gonna fuck Elizabeth Olsen.
Yeah, and then he's gonna fuck her.
Ow.
Are you guys okay?
No.
That was okay. That was.
I'm fine. I'm watching what seems to be a verbal car crash to the right hand side.
Yeah.
Basically, the way I see it is I do wholeheartedly agree with Scott that. Have you blocked me again?
No.
Have you actually not?
No.
Oh. The way I see you're doing something.
No.
No one's doing anything.
No. I was muting myself.
Okay. I'm watching me. I agree.
I'm sorry.
I knew it.
Sorry.
I
Right, go on.
fucking knew it. I agree with Scott, and Doctor Strange is going to be this big fuck-off ex-machina throughout the entire thing now. And literally anything that Marvel can't explain, Kevin Feige is going to be like, no, don't worry about it.
It's just magic.
Dr. Fuckface and his mystical fucking powers are here to save the day.
It's magic.
Yeah, it's magic.
How are we going to get to that planet
It's like
now?
it's
Don't
like
worry, I got
it's
the
like
magic.
It's like when J.K. Rowling wrote herself into the hole at the end of the Half-Blood Prince, and then Dumbledore was like, "Don't worry, Harry, it's magic." and he's like, "Okay,
cool."
But sir, is this real or is it all in my head?"
I'm gay.
Vague answer.
Something
Okay.
funny, Potter.
Yeah. Sorry.
We've now just descended into a series of Harry Potter impressions.
Yes.
The Pottercast, I believe.
That's
This is not the Potter cast.
You're a Potter sucks.
No, it does not.
your Potter. Sir.
I'd like to point out as well that I'm very sorry for everyone. I had an assignment due today for my university, and I stayed up all night last night trying to get it done. If I'm a bit silly today, that will be why.
Oh, good for you. And how was it?
Well, Christian Bale, thank you for asking. I personally don't think I'm going to get the best grade in the entire world, but I did it, and it's the doing it that counts.
Oh, good for you.
Thank you.
No worries. Okay, so let's move away from 4. We've okay. This next news topic might be a bit difficult to discuss because you have not yet seen Logan, Harry.
Oh, you're such a fucking wet wipe.
I have also not seen it.
Oh, you fucking wet wipes, the lot of you.
Can you two just do me a favor and take your headphones off?
Yeah.
And just like cover your ears or
Yeah,
some shit.
because we're just gonna hear Laurence.
Okay.
Laurence, don't say anything that's spoilers, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, also spoiler alert for Logan for those of you who have not seen it. Just like skip forward 2 minutes or something. It has been revealed that the ending for Logan was in fact revealed.
It was
the Wolverine, and James Mangold himself has confirmed this.
Yes, I read that, and I cannot tell you how incredibly happy I was.
It's a beautiful thing.
For all the listeners that don't catch up with us on our day-to-day basis, which actually isn't not that many of you. Most of you are from uni. Cheers. I showed Nathan a picture of this.
I'll say what it is because obviously you're in there.
Yeah.
But obviously it was the scene in Logan where the characters, I can't remember her name, but the Japanese girl who had the power to see into the future.
Oh yeah.
She said to Logan that I see you on your back. There's blood everywhere. You're holding your own heart in your hand, which is of course Logan's
death scene
in
Logan. And obviously the heart is
X-23's hand.
Amen.
There you go.
Which I think is just fucking beautiful.
It's absolutely beautiful. And the fact that James Mangold himself has come out and said it's...
Do you reckon, though? Do you reckon there's any possibility that someone's kind of just gone like, he set this up, he's brilliant. And he's gone.
Yeah, sure, why not?
You're damn fucking right. I set that up. Yeah, like there's. Do you ever think that maybe that's just the thing?
Maybe that's always a possibility.
I would, speaking from a director's standpoint, if someone could connect films that I made like that in a way that was 10 times cleverer than I could ever think of, I'd so be like,
yeah,
I did that.
Yeah,
that was my intention.
Okay, yeah. So that's just a nice little tidbit. You boys,
you can come back now.
You can come back.
Hi.
Spoiler alert over.
Welcome
back.
Oh.
I've returned.
Welcome back to the Logan spoiler cast, where Harry feels sad.
How have you not seen Logan yet? It's so good.
I've just been busy and also poor.
I've also been busy and also poor. We've been busy together because we had.
What have you been up to, boys?
We had multimedia together, and it was a barrel of all sorts of fun.
What are you doing?
Being a cunt.
Don't be a cunt.
Why would you?
I want to be a cunt. All right, just go on then. Fucking hell.
Well, I basically finished anyways. Yeah, we've been very busy bees, and I spent probably the last of my money seeing Manchester by the Sea.
How was it?
The Sea.
Oh, it was.
Oh, you want to be his guardian? No, I don't want to be my guardian. You don't want to be my guardian.
Hey, can you take me to band practice?
No.
Okay, Uncle Lee.
Uncle Lee, it's best in Manchester by the Sea.
You actually fuck these girls?
Yeah, that's pretty much Manchester by the Sea.
It was really good. It's just a shame that I was in a terrible mood that day, and I was like, okay, maybe the cinema will cheer me up. And I saw an equally saddening film, and I left that place miserable.
Yeah.
Like,
why would you do it? You do not go to see an Oscar movie to cheer yourself up.
It was weird. I was like, maybe it was like. I didn't know a lot about it beforehand, apart from the fact that Casey Affleck was the lead, of course. So I went into it thinking, like, I went into it thinking it was actually about UK Manchester instead of like USA Manchester. And so I was expecting all sorts of northern accents.
Manchester.
Manchester by the Sea.
Manchester by the Sea.
Oh God.
And but no, I was genuinely impressed. It's one of my new favourite movies of all time. It just made me really sad.
It is one of them films, though. It's incredibly.
It took us about an hour and a half to get back home to the dwelling from where were we?
We were past Battersea, because we stopped off in Battersea.
Crikey, that's a bit far.
Yeah. So Garrett blackmailed me and bought me the ticket and was just like, "Oh yeah, cool, you're coming out, right?" And so we just went over to Woolwich.
I want to say something like that. It was about
Woolwich.
It was about I'd say a 20-minute bus away, like further sort of south direction from Battersea.
That is not true at all.
Is it not south?
No, because
am I bullshitting?
Yeah, because it took us an hour it took us half an hour to get there, and that was via Uber because Garrett was getting antsy and wanted to see the film, and then we had to get 3 buses on the way back.
Three buses! I completely forgot about the first one because I was too busy being sad.
So it took us 3 hours, and Scott said nothing the entire way back, apart from at the beginning where we were just like Manchester by the Sea,
Guardians.
So it's that sad.
That is quite tragic. Boys. I have noticed something.
Yeah.
And you will be quite alarmed.
Alarmed.
Mm-hmm. We like to start these podcasts off with a bit of news, don't we?
Yeah.
We're an hour and a half into recording.
We're not, because we had like about 20 minutes or so in the beginning.
We're an hour into recording, at least.
Well, and there was also other stuff, but
it's fine.
I was thinking maybe we should hit up our topic.
I mean, I have one more news story though.
Okay, hit me with your news.
Okay, so John Bon Jovi revealed this week that he didn't. There was a annual shareholders meeting at Disney, which they often do, and they were like, "You give us money, so here, come watch some stuff." So they showed them some footage from a load of upcoming projects, including a few snippets from The Last Jedi, Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi, There's not really much to go over here, just a few different shots which seem quite interesting. One of which Poe Dameron in his X-Wing yelling, "It's now or never." A shot of Chewbacca roaring, "Captain Phasma has returned." There's a shot of Finn dressed as a First Order officer on the bridge of a First Order Star Destroyer. So see what happens there. Several shots of Rey igniting and spinning a lightsaber, Luke's lightsaber, the original blue one.
Oh, wicked.
Rey using the Force. Leia turning to the camera with a hologram of the Resistance fleet behind her, which I'm looking forward to. I love a good fleet. A wide shot of the island we saw at the end of The Force Awakens, with Rey practicing with her lightsaber whilst Luke watches from a ridge above.
I love the fact that they're staying there.
It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. And this is the one that's kind of got everyone talking.
Oh, God.
There was some reports that came out about it initially, which are actually wrong. And the reports came out that the first words Luke says to her, as in directly after The Force Awakens, are, "Who are you?" But that's not the case.
Are they wrong?
Yeah, they're wrong. No, the words aren't wrong. It's just the setting, because it's in a completely different place. It's not directly after that, because they're in a cave of some sorts. They're in a different place. So I don't know how long after it is, but he asks, "Who are you?" to Rey in a cave. Perhaps on the island. "I'm Negan." Yeah.
Does she reply, "I'm Negan"?
She replies, "I'm Negan," and then she kills him.
Okay, good. That's exactly how I wanted that to end.
So there we go. Just a quick rundown. Any thoughts?
That, I tell you what, the one that stood out to me there was the shot of Finn standing in an Imperial officer's uniform.
First Order.
Or basically fucking Imperial officer. And it sounds cooler anyway.
Also, nothing to note of Kylo Ren.
No.
Captain Phasma, but
Captain
nothing of
Phasma,
Kylo
yeah.
Ren.
No, he's still there. He's somewhere.
I
still
think
about.
Kylo Ren's going to have I do think he's going to have a smaller role in the next film. And then in the last one, he's going to fuck shit up.
Yeah, with his little lightsaber.
I reckon Snoke's going to whip all the pussy bitch out of him. And then in the last one, he's going to come back and be like, "Listen up,
I
you
don't think
sons of
Snoke
fuck."
is the big bad. Yeah, I think we're being intentionally misled with Snoke.
I don't know.
But
I don't know.
Who is the big bad?
I think it could be Benicio del Toro, because he's in episode 8.
Is he?
Yeah, he's in episode 8. We don't know who he's playing yet. But
So let's think about this. So, fucking Force Awakens was just A New Hope Mark II,
Electric Boogaloo.
No, but yeah.
No.
I
but
fucking
yeah.
hate it when the Dwellers are here in full succession.
Yeah, we're sorry. But so if The Last Jedi is going to be Empire Mark II,
It's not going to be Empire Mark
Are
II.
you sure?
I am. I would feel very happy right now placing £100 on the table to tell you that it's not.
I would too, apart from the fact I don't have £100.
Never do I.
I can't afford Ren.
5 legal tenders are on the table.
Don't say that, friend.
I got ways. I got my ways. It's fine. Anyway, Star Wars.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Aside from your guys' tenancy problems, where were we?
Don't even.
Finn as First Officer, First Order Officer.
He's
probably
obviously in.
undercover
Yeah, he's probably in disguise.
Yeah.
Or clone.
You know what I love? Oh, maybe. I love the idea of him and Poe Dameron sneaking in and just fucking some shit up.
That's quite cool. Yeah.
That'd be.
I like the idea of that.
I honestly, because them two, they clearly set up a bromance.
Yeah,
They did, which is great. Yeah,
They
and
had a
it's
better relationship than Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker
ever had in the
within like
prequels.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Then they managed to achieve in 3 movies.
I think Finn has this thing. He did it a lot in The Force Awakens, and I pointed this out when I watched it at the midnight screening. Is that Finn's thing is breathing heavily.
He's a scared man.
Yeah,
he's just like
even
ran from his life.
That's
from
even
the,
in the first teaser when it was
Yeah.
like, "I've got nothing left to fight for," and then he like sort of goes, "Dun,"
Yeah,
and it cuts. Yeah, it's
He's
great.
a scared boy.
He is a scared boy. I'd be very scared running away from the First Order like that.
They blew up 5 planets in like a second. Mate.
Yeah,
they
they
can
did.
fuck you up.
I've got the wonderful image of it when he is sneaking undercover in his little first officer uniform in the next movie. 2 stormtroopers are like, "Oh, I've never seen an officer like breathe so much. He was breathing on me, in fact.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to take a different route with that completely.
I 100% thought you were going to go down a racial officer route.
No, you see,
I've never seen
it
an
didn't
officer.
even occur to me.
Yeah. I've never seen an officer that breathe that much
Breathe, yeah,
before.
I've never seen an officer so inclined to be breathing heavily.
The Empire was bare racist, so there's that. But this is
better
not the
racist.
Empire. Bare racist.
Oh right.
Yeah, no, the Empire was a bit racist, wasn't it?
Yeah, they only had like white guys, apart from.
Pretty sure the one black guy was
Admiral
Darth Vader.
Thrawn. He wasn't black. His voice actor was.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's it for the news.
Thank God I've
Did somebody say get those plans?
No. So
I want them alive.
No. So that is it for the news. How do you feel about the news? We did the news.
Overall, a 7.
Cool. Thanks.
I'll give it a solid like 9 out of 11.
Thank you. What?
There you go. I did it.
I give it 3 Scots out of 5. I would Scott again.
7 dogs out of boys for me.
And Nathan, well,
I'm cancelling this entire podcast.
that I understand completely.
Okay. No. So we're gonna have a little bit of a chit chat. Just we won't go too long into this. But
Can I catchphrase that, please?
sure.
A chit chat and a chin wag.
Yep.
Sorry.
We're gonna have a chit chat and a chin wag and a chinny boy. About some potential crossovers we would like to see. Does anyone want to kick us off?
I'm ill prepared for this.
I came up with an idea during the news bit, and I was about to say it, but I was like, oh no, I know this is a topic for later, so I'll bite my tongue.
Go on. This is the time to flex your tongue, boy.
This is very much fantasy, so bear with. Harry Potter and the DC and no, not DC universe. The MCU.
Harry Potter and the
MCU.
Zack Snyder's Chamber of Zack Snyder.
Just the Chamber of Zack Snyder.
Harry Potter and the Justice League palaver.
Explain how this would work.
Harry Potter.
Do you have any ideas on how this would work?
It's because we were borderlining on Doctor Strange, and I imagine like Doctor Strange one day is going about his business, teleporting to random things, using his little gateway thing, and he stumbles across Hogwarts. Like, what the dickens is going on here?
What in the blue blazes?
What in the blue blazes is Iguan up in here? And he stumbles across, this other kind of magic, which is like a kind of branch off what he's doing, or maybe what he's doing is a branch off of what they're doing, and he just brings them through as his little magic army. I'd just like to see what on earth like the rivalries could be like, something on the lines of Mr. Potter himself versus, I don't know, Iron Man. I realise now that it's a terrible idea as I began to talk about it.
Interestingly enough, have you seen the Lego Batman movie?
I have not, no.
A villain in the Lego Batman movie is Voldemort himself.
No way.
Oh,
Yes. So
interesting.
I have a crossover. Once I'm done yawning, I shall tell you. Anyway, I'm back. My potential crossover idea is a little bit meta, a little bit out there, and I believe you guys are going to have to hear me out on this one. Okay. I would like, picture this.
Oh no.
221B Baker Street.
Oh no.
Sherlock Holmes and John Watson of the BBC TV variety, not the Sherlock Holmes films. So, Martin Freeman, Benedict Cumberbatch are sitting there, and they've just solved the case. They've just solved a great case, and
have a great case,
good,
John.
Yeah, good job, Sherlock. Thanks, John. Couldn't have done it without you. And then suddenly, a big. Will you shut the fuck up? A big fucking wizard comes in to the room, and Sherlock's like, yeah, what's good? And at which point, this this wizard, is panned up on, and we see that it's Gandalf. At which point, he's recruited another friend from the mystical arts to join him. So Doctor Strange is there, opens a portal up. Bearing in mind that Sherlock is amazed that Doctor Strange looks remarkably like him.
Yeah.
And they all go through together in this portal. And they want Sherlock's help to destroy this big dragon in The Hobbit. And Sherlock and Doctor Strange are both remarkably amazed at how much the dragon sounds a lot like both of them.
Also kind of looks like him.
Also kind of looks like him, and also John Watson's excruciatingly confused as to why there's this little fucking elf dude,
Well, he's a
elf
hobbit,
or
but
hobbit
sure.
dude, sure, whatever, running around, and that's the kind of crossover I want to see. Just a load of meta meeting each other's.
Just a lot of Benedict Cumberbatch.
Just
Benedict
so
Cumberbatch.
many Benedict Cumberbatches.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Benedict Cucumber Patch.
So I actually put some thought into this.
Thank you.
just to completely glaze over that, because once again, Laurence, I don't know how you've done it, but you've made me. I don't know if you've made me smarter or dumber, but you've definitely made me feel better about myself. So thank you.
Get in.
That
was your response last time, Nathan.
Yeah, I know.
Get some fresh ones.
So I thought about this, and I actually thought you were going to say it before you went on your weird meta Benedict Cumberbatch thing. So hear me out. Christopher Nolan's Batman within the MCU. So apart from the obvious problems of DC and Marvel,
That sounds like piracy.
we don't do piracy here. I just thought like the fairly naturalistic setting.
You wouldn't steal a Batmobile.
Sorry.
The fairly naturalistic setting of Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy, mixed with the kind of naturalistic, sort of not really MCU.
It's not that naturalistic.
It's not that naturalistic.
I mean, they have a talking fucking raccoon.
They just kind of explain it.
Yeah.
They never just leave it.
Can't wait for those copyright claims to roll in.
Yeah.
And you guys wonder why I get sad. Well, I'm trying
Let
to
sad dad
talk about the fucking topic, and then you start singing Blue Swede.
Well,
Wait.
Who do you think, in terms of your crossover, Christopher Nolan's Batman would engage with in terms of characters from the MCU? Who do you think?
Who'd be his homies?
Yeah. Who would you think? Because I'm thinking Tony Stark.
None of them, really, I don't think.
That's what I was thinking about it, where if it was actually included in the MCU, Christopher Nolan's would be completely separate to focus on the dark character that is Batman. So when it comes to him dealing with the Avengers, that he deal with them as a whole rather than each of them individually.
Yeah.
None of them know his secret identity. He's very protective of that. He's just Batman that gets on with his own thing. So every now and again, like maybe Tony Stark organizes a meeting with him where he's just like, "You're very smart. You're the world's greatest detective. Could you please help us out here?" And he's just like, "Yeah, sure, yeah." Sorry, no, it's Christian Bale. Yeah, Thor. Yeah, where's Rachel?
Yes.
I think.
Where are the other drugs going?
I think he'll get along very well with Hawkeye, because if you think about them in terms of, Hawkeye doesn't really have any superhuman powers. It doesn't come from his DNA or anything like that. He's just really good at archery, and he has like some good tech about him. I think Batman would probably relate to him best. So maybe that could be, if this was, dear God, ever to happen, that could be the push he needs.
Yeah,
because I think Hawkeye needs a push. Push Hawkeye.
Plus, I'd like to see in the Age of Ultron, beginning fight bit where they're going around and working as a team.
Oh yeah,
and
there's a team now. Yeah.
In the forest, I'd also like to see Batman in his little Batmobile going
Just
around.
fucking some shit up. I'll tell you what, that could be a very cool addition. I think. Yeah.
Maybe
Would he fight them at any point?
No, we've had enough of Batman fighting other heroes. Thank you very much.
I didn't fight them all, I say.
I reckon if I were to include him, what I would do, I'll set the scene for you. It's Gotham.
Yeah.
Batman is chasing down Two-Face or Black Mask, because I'm a big fan of Black Mask.
I like Black Mask. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. He's chasing him down the streets, Batmobile type of thing, or maybe Batman's climbing across the roof, and he finally corners Black Mask, and Black Mask is saying something ominous like, "You never find the Joker, Manchester by the sea." He says that.
Batman, can you take me to band practice?
And Batman is standing a little bit away, and then Black Mask pulls a gun, but just as Batman goes to throw a batarang to knock it out or to dodge it, you hear and the gun is blown up, and then suddenly there is Iron Man who's hovering above, and it's kind of like Batman vs Superman in like the darkness and the rain and shit.
I see.
But there's a Iron Man there, and Batman's like, I work alone. You don't come here again. And Tony Stark's like, hey man, we need to talk. He's being like all charismatic and shit. And so they go in like a little fight where Batman's like, no, go away, and he throws a smoke bomb, but Tony's like obviously got like heat vision. He's just like, I can see you, dickhead. And they go for a little fight where like Batman's like doing some martial arts shit, and then Friday's in Iron Man's ear just like, I've analysed his fighting pattern. He's a bit of a dickhead.
You can't speak him, boss.
Yeah, and he's like fighting, and then out of nowhere, all of the Avengers turn up. Like Batman looks like he's about to win, but then he gets like a huge punch by Thor or something, and goes
hammer
flying.
to the chest.
Yeah,
not hammer. Hammer would kill him.
Yeah,
the
hammer. Just like lay him down on the floor and put the hammer on his chest. What's he gonna do?
Batman's still like a mushy human man. If he gets hit by the hammer, he's fucking dead.
Yeah,
but like,
he's got that Kevlar.
Each of them do like a thing where maybe Cap throws his shield as
Hawkeye
Batman.
cheers from the side.
And then Hawkeye like gets his arrow.
Black Widow pews her guns.
No. So Cap throws his shield to protect Iron Man from like a batarang, and Hawkeye fires an arrow which like splits up into like some weird gooey stuff which sticks Batman's hand. Black Widow does like a weird like
a thigh to the neck
head scissor thing where she punches him, like elbows him, and Batman's like, ow.
But also chub.
But what?
He would be aroused by that.
Yeah, he'd have a chub
like,
on.
He would have a chub.
He'd just be he'd be like muzzled by the puss.
Your opinion sucks, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. 1 week it's feminism, next it's muzzling puss.
Happy International Dog Boy Day.
Yay! Thanks for recognising, boys.
What other Avengers are there? Hulk's just standing there like.
Hulk can't really do anything because he will kill him.
Vision misses. Vision aims at him and just misses.
Scarlet Witch makes him red.
Yeah, she arouses him even more. She uses her like magic powers to go, erection.
Spider-Man.
Web up. And I got this one, boys.
Web up his hands.
And Laurence tags in.
Hey, I mean, there's just crazy bad outside.
Perfect. Ow. Who else is there?
Ant-Man.
There's this crazy car with
we moved past
holes and the guns, and the guns might jam in this car, mate. And it's parked outside, and it's fucking crazy.
Ant-Man.
James McAvoy, Helen Mirren,
The
Rock. What's the other one? Tom Holland.
Well done.
Crazy car parked outside.
And there's another one.
No, that's it.
I'm listening, Harry.
That's literally it.
I was doing so well.
You were.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what. No, Harry.
Listening
to that. Harrison. Sorry, I had to correct him. I actually genuinely was very skeptical, and now you've got me wanting to see that. Not just for the muslin puss.
Because who doesn't want to see muslin puss?
Yeah. No. Purely for the. I would love to see that scene where Batman's just like, haha, smoke bomb, and then Iron Man's like, well, fuck you up to. You are right there.
Yeah.
That'd be a great scene. I think that'd be very funny.
It wouldn't be Batman. I think maybe Ben Affleck's Batman would fit in better.
Yeah.
You know.
Also, think what's Batman's password to the Batcave and Lego Batman movie?
Iron Man sucks.
There you go.
Is it Iron Man sucks?
Iron Man sucks.
Nice. Is it sucks with an X?
I know.
I'd assume so. I'd assume
so for that kind of tone.
So again, it's already alluded to.
I have an idea for a crossover.
Is it terrible?
And
I mean, I'll go on too, but
I know they don't make the latter show anymore.
Is it Seinfeld?
It's not Seinfeld, no. Although I do love Seinfeld. It is, gentlemen. One Rick and Morty, which is currently one of my favorite, if not the favorite cartoon I have at the moment.
It's very good.
And Futurama.
Ooh.
Yes. Sometimes, please.
Yeah, that would so work.
Because they're very similar in terms of setting. Because whenever
Rick and Morty can go anywhere.
Yeah, whenever Rick and Morty go to different planets, it's very much a Futurama style, all different species coming together in this like kind of collaboration of what can only be presumed as like this weird dystopian future cities, and they're just interspecies mingling, and that's what Futurama is and always marketed itself to be. I'd love to see a crossover with the two, maybe how Rick could deal with maybe Bender. I'd love to see maybe that kind of interaction, because it's like two characters who are very smart and don't give a fuck. So I would love to see that kind of crossover. Also, Morty and Fry would get along so well.
Good news, everyone. Fuck off.
You're really old. You're really old.
That classic wit that we know from Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
No, that'd be. I'm really down with the idea.
I'd 100% be down for that.
Okay, so this was kind of already briefly touched upon with good old Harrison's sad dad in the corner, their crossover. But what about a full-on Marvel versus DC? At some point.
At some point.
So you got Superman, you got Wonder Woman, you got Aquaman, you got a Cyborgman.
All those.
Flashman. All the mans.
I think if you look at them all in terms of power, like individual heroes,
and also let's not forget that DC are just cold-hearted murderers. They will not hesitate to.
I think in a straight-up fight, DC have got it, because let's face it, Superman's nearly invincible, and everyone he faces is invincible, and Batman's just Batman, and Aquaman has the sea, and it's all and then you've got that big lineup, and it's like it's going to be difficult enough for the whole MCU facing one of those guys to win. However,
what about all the MCU versus Superman?
They'd still lose.
You
say that, but Superman managed to lose against some cunt in a batsuit. So
true. I think Superman
on more occasions than one as well.
Superman would struggle against Scarlet Witch. He'd struggle against Vision.
I think Vision,
and he'd struggle against the Hulk. But maybe Thor.
I reckon Mjolnir could give him a good little knock.
And I'd like to see if they did that Superman versus the MCU. Superman picking up the hammer.
I don't think he'd be able to pick it up.
It's Superman.
Yeah, no, Superman would be able to pick it up. Not whatever the fuck Henry Cavill's playing.
No.
His Superman's a dickhead.
Yeah, he won't be able to.
He would not be able to pick it up.
No.
And if he did, it'd just be like I would be like no.
Brandon Routh Superman would be able to pick it up. He was just very happy to.
I really liked him.
Me too.
That's the smile to the camera Superman,
he was just
isn't
happy
it?
It's the one from Superman Returns.
I knew it.
2005.
Oh, what a guy.
Yeah.
What a happy man.
Yeah.
Before Superman was made gritty.
Superman has to be dark. His costume can no longer be light blue, Scott.
Yeah.
It must be dark.
It must be a stormy sea blue.
Yes.
What about the X-Men?
Burgundy?
Okay.
No.
Like a Christmas jumper.
Yeah.
The X-Men's.
The X-Men's.
Oh, the X-Men's.
Into the Marvel-men's.
I think it worked really well.
I think if we were.
Would you recast? Would you do a recast?
And
if not, which cast do you choose?
I want to see the two Quicksilvers meet.
Yeah.
You don't see that coming versus Sweet Dreams of me. Look at me, I'm fun.
You know, I'm 12 minutes older than you.
That was really bad.
Yeah, but then again, really so was Aaron Taylor-Johnson.
Yeah.
I don't think he was that bad.
Oh, but let's be honest.
Well, no, I thought he did a good job.
No, let's
How to Win an Argument by Laurence Heisey. Hey, you disagree with me? Oh, come on. Let's be honest.
Let's talk the facts.
No, I disagree with you.
Why?
Because I thought he did a good enough job.
Oh yeah, a good
His
enough
accent
job.
wasn't great, but he did a good job.
His accent wasn't great, no, and it was one of the fundamental character things that he had.
I think it was fundamental to the character.
How can you pinpoint an accent of a fictional country?
Because it was meant to be obviously based on this Russian accent. And right before you floor it, if these
Hello.
For the fucking Lord.
How's it going?
It's going pretty well. I've been told I'm supposed to talk about crossovers. Is that the topic right now?
Yeah, is there anything you'd like
You're
to
not
say?
even on the fucking podcast. Fuck off.
Nathan told me to call.
No, I didn't.
Nathan, I was mid-conversation. Garrett, really quickly, I just want to finish my point. Garrett, do you agree that the Sokovian twins, Pietro and Wanda Maximoff, should, in Age of Ultron, use the same fucking use the same accent.
Oh yeah.
And they don't, do they?
No.
There we are. Argument 1. Anyway, Gareth.
That wasn't the argument. The argument was whether Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yeah, but then I realised I couldn't win, so I segued onto Harry's point.
Anyway, Gareth, what have you got for us?
Sorry, I'm out in public right now. Here's what I'd cross over.
Okay.
I would cross over Dark Souls and Disney.
Dark Souls and Disney.
Interesting, because Disney still has an element of darkness about it. It's all fun and games, but behind the surface, what really is Disney?
It's essentially Kingdom Hearts, but people die, and they die for real. And then eventually Mickey Mouse goes hollow, and he just ends up eating some brains or something.
Aw, that's actually a really disappointing and sad
Conspiracy
twist.
theorists everywhere love you, Garrett.
Harry's really sad now that Garrett's back.
Get in line.
Alright, bye, Garrett. So Garrett's gone.
Bye, Garrett.
Garrett's gone.
Anyways, back to Sokovia.
No, back to the X-Men.
Yeah.
The X-Men.
The X-Men.
Ah, yes, the X-Men.
The X-Men.
If I were to bring them in to the MCU, if they got the rights, I'd start it off as a war.
A war between the X-Men and the Marvel Men.
Yes.
Okay.
The Marvel
all the Marvel Men that we know. So
Yeah.
Avengers, the other ones,
the Guardians.
How would you
The Captain
go
Marvels.
about explaining the X-Men ties with the Maximoff twins? Just out of interest. I mean, I know this isn't meant to be a foolproof type thing.
I'd say that
But you're going to run into that issue, definitely.
we don't include Magneto as part of the X-Men's.
Oh yeah.
I'd recast all the X-Men's. I'd say
you got to have Evan Peters there. He's the only one that can pretty much match the MC tone.
Yeah.
No,
I don't think you're really gonna need to explain it at all, because at the end of the day, X-Men don't have a Scarlet Witch, and the MCU doesn't have a Quicksilver anymore.
No, but would they not? Would Scarlet Witch be like, your name is Peter Maximoff. My brother's name was Pietro Maximoff. What is going on?
No. I wouldn't include that Quicksilver at all. I'm not saying the X-Men that we have now. I'd say if Disney bought the rights to X-Men, completely recast it. It'd be unfortunate to completely get rid of all the timeline that's been reset over and over and over again. But I'd say introduce the X-Men again. Wouldn't include Wolverine.
I see. So you don't mean the current X-Men we see today?
Yes.
Okay, a different set of X-Men.
Yes.
Okay.
Different set of X-Men. Don't include Magneto.
Good job.
Unless it comes up later, where she's just like, "Oh, you look like my dad," and he's like, "Okay, I am."
Okay.
But yeah,
I throws magnets at her.
I'd include them in. I would include Wolverine because you can't recast that.
No, you
too
can't.
soon, and also he's invincible. So how the hell are they going to beat him?
Yeah, it's very true.
Apart from Hulk, but then we all know how that ends with a Hulk versus Wolverine matchup. Yep. So yeah, I'd include Scott Summers, Colossus, Jean Grey, maybe.
Okay, so if you recast everyone from the X-Men universe, do you recast Deadpool?
Can I
see? I think he's the one person you can get away with keeping the exact.
May I segue a minute?
Well, are you segueing or are you?
No, this is a segue into because this got me thinking about Deadpool as well, the Deadpoolman, and I would like to see a crossover between Deadpool and every other superhero franchise set up in current film thing.
Even Lego Batman.
I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that. Do you know what I'd love to see? What I would have absolutely loved to see at the end of the Lego Batman movie, even though it wouldn't be right and blah blah, but if we're talking about these weird crossovers, I would love to see at the end someone saying, "Oh, Wade, dinner's ready," and he puts down his Lego Batman figure and goes downstairs and he's just finished playing. How fun would that be?
Yeah, that would be cute.
That'd be cute.
If it's
Al. I would love to see all these movie scenes, Batman versus Superman, all these big dramatic moments, just what Wade Wilson would do if he was there. I'd love to see that. I think that'd be really interesting.
Yeah.
And actually, I don't even think you'd have to. I mean, like DC would probably have a hard time justifying it, but Marvel would probably just be like, you know what, it's Deadpool. Do whatever the fuck you want with him. He can be here because he's Deadpool. And if someone's like, he shouldn't be in that universe, then everyone's gonna be like, yeah, but Deadpool does what he wants.
Precisely.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be quite an interesting crossover.
How would you do the X-Men's?
Yeah, the X-Men's.
I just go straight from one page to another. Just transfer them.
Okay.
You take who you got. You put them with who you got. There you go.
So even with Logan having come out, would you still keep Patrick Stewart? And...
No. I would probably use James McAvoy.
Okay.
Okay.
Which would also probably involve some kind of weird time travel.
Yep.
Because timelines. No Logan. Because Logan.
Yep.
No X-23. Yeah. Magneto, Michael Fassbender.
Okay.
Maybe a Colossus.
The Russian one, please.
The Russian one.
No.
Yeah.
I think with the tool of Dr. Ex Machina, you can make
exactly.
this all possible.
Yes. You can jump from one universe to another with him. So it could easily be done.
Yeah.
They did it in fucking DC with like Supergirl and the Flash and everything. They cross them over all the time. So
Harumph.
you boys are missing out on a good show.
It really doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't look
This
good.
is my fight song.
Yeah, exactly.
It's one of the
mute
best
me,
shows.
bitch. Mute me, bitch.
It's one of the best shows on TV right now.
Okay. If you
I'm gonna throw it out there, Nathan. You've actually insulted me because The Walking Dead is on TV right
Shut the fuck up! Alright, that's it. Bye. Let's go home.
now. Hang on a minute.
Well,
I would like to say goodbye first.
Thank you for listening to Your Opinion Sucks. I've been Harry Fleming. I've been here with Laurence Heisey and
me.
Nathan Bauer. We are the usual boys, and our very special guest, Scott Archer. Thank you for coming on, Scott.
Hello.
Scott, thank you for coming on today.
It's been an absolute pleasure. I've had a wonderful little conversation.
How many dogs out of boys would you rate it?
Okay,
the
that's
experience.
Enough. Let's go.
I'd rate it a kill me out of 10.
Same.
Sick.
Bye.
Guys, if you've made it this far, I'd like to say a big
No
thank
one
you.
makes it this far. Let's be honest here.
Garrett, Harry,
Yeah.
how you doing, guys? How you doing, guys?
Also Scott, because you're vain and you love the sound of your own voice. How's it going?
Yeah.
as
Why
well?
do you think we listen to this?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for listening. Have a good evening or day. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you too.
Soon.
That's the wrong mouse.
Another happy pod.